Hey, it was right at 10 o'clock. How about that? 10 o'clock on the dot. I'm going to turn my microphone a little bit higher. A little bit higher there so you can hear all right. But I'm talking to myself right now, and I'm excited about it because talking to myself is what I do 30% of the day. That's almost 8 hours of the day I talk to myself. So I'm just going to start talking until somebody shows up. So we check out that sharp-looking A321 Neo. Told you it was going to be a pop-up stream. So, surprise. Let's start the work week off. Is anybody gonna show up? Do 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 do, singing songs for me. Here is the 321. It could be so much fun, flying high in the mountain west. Should have been a songwriter. Woohoo! Look at that plane. That's fancy. That is fancy. That also is fancy. Is anybody out there? 3 minutes and counting. Popping up. Pop-up video. Do, 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 do. Anybody out there? Hello? In case anybody was wondering, I am actually live streaming right now. Hello? Oh, you know what? Sorry, guys. I think I deleted the chat window. I was like, why isn't nothing showing up? And now I might know why. Hold on. Stand by. Stand by. Oh, there's everybody. I would like to apologize on behalf of myself. Whoops. Sorry about that, Robert, Uncle Plane Guy. There we go. All right, so that's my fault. That's my fault. Whoops. Randy, what's happening? What's happening? Good to see you. Good to see you. This side is not very good so far. It's up and down. And you know what the funny thing is? Can I show you something? There's a freaking cell phone tower right there. Go figure that one out. Yeah, Whoops is right. Apparently this guy did not eat his Wheaties. So I woke up early this morning to try and catch Hawaiian Airlines taking off. Walked out on time. Got to the runway on time, except they used the other runway. So it did not work like I had planned it. So, Randy, it is your birthday, June 3rd. Happy birthday to Randy. Thank you for tuning in. Great to see you. Hopefully the Wi-Fi doesn't blow up or, yeah, this side is very persnickety. It is definitely up and down. So we will rock it. Magoo plane spotting. I love it. Happy birthday to Randy. Jackson, you're here, but you're not here at the airport. Come on down, man. Aren't you like 16? Don't you have your driver's license yet? You're 16 going on 19, you told me yesterday. I could be. I mean, freak. You know, it's like, what are we talking here? Probably 400 yards away. So what's up, everybody? We'll be here for a few hours. Still haven't decided whether I'm going to LA or going back home tomorrow. So you guys are going to have to convince me. It's going to be a tough call. So this is the west side for you new viewers who haven't seen it before. This side is usually, this isn't quite as beautiful as the east side. And if you look into the distance, you can see nothing because that's what's out there. You've got the Bonneville Salt Flats, which are like 50 miles away. And then also, you can't really see the Great Salt Lake from here because the terminal is blocking it. But it's just to the west and north of us. $737-800 there. Whoa, whoa, easy there, man. You got work. You knew I was coming. You could have taken off work and be like, I am not bagging groceries today. I'm hanging out with Pip. Wait, what do you do for work? Are you like, I bet you work at like a hotel, or maybe you work at the gym, and that way you can flirt with all the ladies, Jackson. You know, let me try something. That's why, oops, I'm on 4K. Let's go down to full HD. All right, that's why. That is why. That should improve things, though. Hopefully. Or not. Oh, you do construction. Is that what you call it these days when you take a lady out? Oh, now it's getting worse. Maybe it'll stabilize. A320. A220. Yeah, me too, because I would have lost it. You would be the first person I would be emailing Delta Alpha Lima, and it's not even your fault. But I definitely would have been emailing you. I would be like, what the heck is going on? So thankfully, Tommy never showed up. Hey, Karen, good morning. Home from work. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. I know, I'm only a few minutes late. Concrete and stuff, dang, for about 6 months. You're making the big money, Jackson. You're all set. You're gonna take out the college girls and save up that money when you're 18, and you're still a senior or 19 and still a senior in high school. Good, Randy. Is that how you sell your? Well, I guess that's how some people celebrate their birthday. I went to Hooters once in my life, and I was not impressed. I'll just say that. I was like, and I was not impressed, just because of the service and the food. I was just like, this is it. So, but I hope you have a much better time than I did. Deborah, hey, great to see you. This is the west side of Salt Lake City International Airport. Thank you for tuning in. So this is the other side of Concourse A. We're on the west side of the airport looking west, so into the desert, the Salt Lake Desert. Can we call it the Salt Lake Desert? Sure. I'll call it the Salt Lake Desert. But the Bonneville Salt Flats are like way to the west of here. And then, like if you look in that middle between the mountains where there's nothing, yeah, just keep going that way and you'll find the Salt Flats where they do have the testing. No, I wouldn't do it, Jackson. I was not impressed. I was with a bunch of other, it's funny, we were on a college trip with our professor. We were attending a conference, a journalism conference, student journalism conference in Southern California. And the closest restaurant to our hotel was a Hooters. So we're like, all right, we're going to Hooters. I'm like, well, all right. And I had like a grilled tuna sandwich, steak sandwich, and it just was not that good. But they pretended it was my birthday, or told the waitress it was my birthday. So they all did this thing where they jump up and down, and that was extremely awkward. So Randy, that'll be you tonight. Jackson. Killing me, Smalls. Yeah, and it comes, the Amtrak is like in the middle of the night too, or early morning, Aviation LAA. Yep. Angie, what's shaking? Mountains indeed. Yep. We're on the west side today because we did the east side yesterday and thought I'd show everybody the total view of Salt Lake International Airport. So it is great for all of you to be here. Won't be as quiet and long a show today. Still not sure if I'm going to go to LAX. It's kind of a big risk, and so I don't know. I need to do a poll, but my flight leaves. So if I stayed here, I'd have to get another night at the hotel and fly out at 5:30 tomorrow morning. Or I could fly to LAX tonight. So, tough call. Charles, hello. How are you? I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. It's great to see you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Actually, Delta Alpha Lima, the water has risen, I think, about 15 feet on the Great Salt Lake. So take that, know-it-all. Boom! Roasted you. And this year, it's probably going to rise a few more feet. So I know. Well, Jackson, that's because it's a sliding scale. This is why it's, I can be your life coach because you'll be easily tempted by women, but you shouldn't be. You should think with your head. And by head, I mean your skull. What's up, everybody? Great to see you. I'm so glad that you could join me on the pop-up stream here for a couple hours. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We are here on the west side of the Salt Lake City International Airport. That's right, Delta Alpha Lima. Hey, you know what? We should start with an official intro. It's like starting church basketball with a prayer. So let's start with an official intro here, and welcome to Pip's Planespotting Live pop-up stream, episode 177. Yes, it is a Monday, Hopefully it's a merry Monday because you're tuning in to Pip's Planespotting Live, episode 177 from Salt Lake International Airport, West Side. What? Yeah, I'm definitely Dave. I definitely would be looking at the north side. I don't like Imperial Hill there. I mean, it's okay, but you've got buildings blocking everything. So yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. If I did, I would just hang out in the Hyatt Regency parking garage where I'd be staying. So, yep. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate that. Toasted, roasted, and baked. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. 10 o'clock is upon us, which is a fairly busy hour for here at Salt Lake City for arrivals. We've got a nice variety of aircraft lined up here on Concourse A, gates 1 through, I think, 28 on this side of the concourse. So there is an A321neo. There's an A321neo. I guess I should have started here. That looks like an E175. That is an A220. A couple of A220s right there. 737-900, 737-800, and I think another 737-800. I did get a couple of pictures of Hawaiian taking off, but it was the worst case scenario. So I walked out here, so I'm staying at the Hyatt place right by the nature trail, Jackson and everyone. And I walked on the nature trail, thought it was going to be this side of the departure since they're going to the west. But I don't know what ATC does, but I guess they don't have like a lot of departures on the west side that early. So they actually departed on the east side. So I have like me zooming in all the way. And there's a tiny picture of Hawaiian's A321 taking off on the east side. Hey, what's up, Rick Reed from Minnesota? Great to see ya. Yep. Jackson, I'll have to come to PVU next time. Or I could just, do whatever I want and stay here forever. Yep. I agree, Karen. So I don't know. Obviously, it's not going to be cheap per se. I mean, everything's paid for, but, got to entertain and educate, and it's also business, and I don't hide behind that. So sometimes risks pay off, sometimes they don't. So you just have to kind of weigh the risks. You watched Hawaiian take off via Flight Radar 24? Well, that's, Jackson, you just have to go at the right hours. So, like, there's on the peak days, like Allegiant and Breeze fly. And, of course, American is going to be coming to PVU in October, right? So they're going to be coming to PVU in October from Phoenix and Dallas to compete with Breeze. So, what's up, Vince? Great to see you. Oh, that's nice. Aviation LAA. Great to see everybody. So, what am I doing here? Whoa, Miss Wolves, member for 5 months. Thank you very much, Miss Wolves. Good morning. Good to see you, lovely. That is very nice and supportive of you, Miss Wolves. Thank you so much again.
Taste the goodness of biscuit with the butter spread.
Yeah, Jackson. And you know what else is cool? So when I get back to DFW, I can't remember. I think it's June 13th, June 7th. One of those days in the next 2 weeks, Breeze is coming to DFW. So hopefully I'll be able to catch that too. So that'll be cool. Yeah, Provo wants more airlines. Utah County people, Jackson, they think they're the best ever. So They think they're worthy. I mean, like for you, Jackson, you think I can just not take off work and you can just work and watch, or I can't. Never mind. I love you, Jackson. You're the best. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Yeah, it was a great stream yesterday. Thank you, Karen, for tuning in, and Jackson, and Delta Alpha Lima, Vince. It was a great stream yesterday. I mean, honestly, it was probably one of my top 3 streams ever. So thank you everyone for tuning in yesterday. We did 6 hours. I don't know if it was it was a record because the battery died at like 6:15. So I think we were just short of the record. You know, Jackson, I wanted to go to church before I streamed yesterday, so the closest ward that I could get to at the right time and get the sacrament was at 11 o'clock, and it was a it was YSA ward at LDS Business College or Ensign College. So I'm sitting there. I was like, oh man, we got to get Jackson hooked up. Got all these girls going to college. That was great. Uncle Plain Guy, you have a question. I will see if I can answer the question. Thank you, Angie. Salt Lake City usually gets mostly FedEx and UPS. We did have a DHL yesterday. Occasionally they'll get Prime Air, but for the most part, FedEx and UPS. So... Yep. So we're on the west side of the airport. Again, still really great scenery, but I do like the east side a little bit better because you got some skyscrapers and the entire Wasatch Range too. So, but still pretty nice. Credit Dispute Center, what's up? Hey man, great to see ya. I am all over the place. I had a lot of requests to come back to Salt Lake City, so they are nice to help support the channel. So I live to give. So yeah, I'm here in Salt Lake City. It's great to see everybody. Jackson, man, let's do it. Next time I'll stay at your house. That way, that would be awesome because I wouldn't have to pay for a hotel and then I can go to church. That's a deal. That is a deal. I'll even rent a car and drive 50 miles down to Provo or wherever you are in Elk Mountain, one of the new cities. I don't know. Spanish Fork, wherever. I'm there. You know, that's an excellent question, Dave, and I can give you an answer, but this is based purely on opinion. Their police... Okay. When I spotted there, so I flew there in 2019, and I was there, didn't have any issues for about 3 hours. And then all of a sudden the police start patrolling around. There's a giant hill just short of runway. The runways there, like the 10-28 combos or the 11-29 combos. And it's a beautiful location, and it's just a hill. But police came up to me and like, oh, you can't be here, you can't be here. And then they were super rude the rest of the day. So it is hard to not be bothered by the police at St. Louis Lambert. What's up, Crow? What's up, Adrian? Well, Jackson, let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Happy June 3rd. Happy birthday to Randy. Here's what I may do today. So I'll go back to the hotel, check out. I'll check out. I'll get the shuttle to the airport, so I'm on time if I decide to LAX. and then I'll just sit in the terminal for a couple hours and maybe do a live spotting, live spotting, people spotting. Because Jackson, you know, there's always interesting people at Salt Lake. And plus, I'm sure we'll probably catch some missionaries coming home, which is always hilarious. So I might just do that. Josh, what's happening? John Rambo, good morning. Good morning, Salt Lake. All right, Robert, we'll catch you later, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the like. Appreciate you. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, my name's Pip. Hope you consider smashing that thumbs up button, liking, and subscribing so you know when and where we're broadcasting next from. Yeah, Salt Lake is definitely an experience for sure. Looks like we got an A220 from Delta Airlines inbound. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Uncle Plane Guy. Yep, that's right, it does. And you know what's funny, Jackson, though? People, though, created such a security issue because they're all standing outside the doors that the ops, air operations, or Salt Lake landside ops has put up fences that people have to stand behind. So that's great. Uncle Plane Guy, if I can get to Indianapolis, sure. I've got a couple of, I lived there for 6 years, so I've got quite a few friends. Shout out to my good buddy KG, Kelly Gaskell. So yeah, absolutely. You know what, again, for those who are just tuning in for the first time, I love coming to Salt Lake in June, May, and then the fall, but mostly like in the springtime around this time because it's not too hot. It tends to be more moist springtime and early summer. So the mountains look more green. There's still some snow melting, so there's a little bit of everything. So I love it. Delta Alpha Lima, keep it up. Yeah, that's awesome, Angie. Dang, Dave. Yeah, they must be. Oh, I can tell you why, Jackson. I can tell you why, but that's for another private conversation. I can tell you why. No way, man. Everybody loves Utah, though. Utah's great. I think just some of the people. And when they reference, it's not the government, it's not the natural beauty, it's some of the people. So, Indy is the headquarters for Republic Airlines. That is correct, Adrian. That is correct. Dave, sounds like a party over in Dublin. Yeah, you're exactly right, Uncle Plane Guy. Comlux does a lot of, they do everything. They do overhauls, they do engine overhauls, they do maintenance, they do cabins. They do a lot of different stuff. Yeah, so that giant hangar in Indianapolis, yeah, they do a lot there. No, Jackson. No, I got to be careful because, you know, hey, I love Utah. I just know what other people have said. I grew up in Chicago, so I'll just tell you from my perspective, Jackson. Do you know every year our family had to come out to Utah for vacation, but nobody ever else came out to Chicago from Utah? It's like they were afraid to cross the Mississippi. What about SeaTac? No, I didn't. I'll have to check it out, dude. That they do, Uncle Plane Guy. That is exactly correct. Blick Fang, yeah, somebody said Chicago. I was just mentioning the fact that my cousins would never come out to Chicago. We always had to come out here to Utah. So, and Chicago, with all due respect, is a much better city than Salt Lake or Provo. So, I have my biases. I am, Adrian. Yep. Oh, SeaTac? Yeah. So the challenge with SeaTac, Dave, is there's not a lot of great spotting areas to live stream there. Because there's... Okay, if you go to the parking garage, most of the terminal is blocking the runway view. If you go just north of the airport, there's a road that, so SeaTac sits on kind of a mesa. So it sits on a kind of land that's kind of on a mesa, so it's elevated. So unless you have an equal plane field or something with the airport, you won't be able to see the runway. The only great spot that there is technically not a legal spot. There's a Port of Seattle operations office on the west side of the airport, but it's behind a fence. So it's open during business hours but closed afterwards. And every time I've gone there, I've usually been kicked out. So there was one time I was able to do a successful live stream from Seattle. And it was when we were on North Flow, so they were arriving on runway 34s on the 34s, and I got about 2 or 3 hours in, and then my Wi-Fi died. So that was the best I had. So those are reasons. So I would say topography is one of the biggest issues. Roger that. Aviation LAA. Now, LAA, is it coming from the east or the west? If it's coming from the west, we'll probably see it. If it's coming from the east, that's not too sure. I will tell you, Boeing Field, though, and Payne Field are awesome to live stream at. Those are top notch. The catch is you don't have a constant flow of aircraft. You have a ton of interesting aircraft to check out, because Boeing's plants and whatnot, but it's not a constant flow of traffic. Your new band, Wi-Fi died? I freaking love that. I love it, man. And thanks everybody for liking and subscribing, tuning into this pop-up stream. Thank you so much. We've had a blast here in Salt Lake City. Make sure that you let the people know. You know, we're at 4,873 subscribers, and so we could potentially hit 5,000 by the end of this week, which would be awesome. That'd be huge. So let's keep it going. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. My name's Pip. Don't be shy. Say hi, and subscribe. We love meeting new people, so. No, Jackson, no. All right, Jackson, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you, buddy. Feel free to email me at pipsplainsspottinglive@gmail.com. We'll see you again, dude. Maybe at LAX. We'll see. What do you think, Jackson? Should I go to LAX? We should take an official poll and everybody vote. Oh, the special is the NYPD. Ooh, nice. Where's it coming from, Aviation LAA? Aaron, what's up? Glad you stumbled on this stream. I haven't seen any streams from Salt Lake City. Well, I'm glad you stumbled in, Aaron. I actually, Aaron, give you a little background. I actually streamed here for about 6 months last year, from February of 2023. Well, more than 6 months. More like 9 months. from February to December, and then I moved to Dallas. So I had a lot of people requesting that I come back to Dallas, or Salt Lake City, excuse me. So I caught a flight over the weekend, and I'm here for a couple days, streamed yesterday and today as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. Skating Banana, what's up? San Diego would be good. And you know, John, I've actually talked with some of the media relations people at San Diego, so I already do have a good connection there. So I think that's something that realistically is possible. So that'll be something down the road. But yeah, so that's definitely a possibility. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to email you back, Aviation LAA, about the quiz. I will send it to you. I'll try and send it to you this afternoon. Oh, yeah. If it's from MCO, I'd be shocked if it arrived on this side, Aviation LAA. The ATC likes to, especially when they've got like arrival patterns, they definitely like to keep most of the eastern traffic on the east side and most of the western traffic on the west side. So. I know, John, that's exactly right. All right, Blickfang, sounds good. I don't know. Nope, haven't seen it, Uncle Plane Guy. Not yet. Javier, what's up? Great to see you. Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Welcome into Pip's Planespotting Live. Thanks for liking and subscribing. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so beginning at just 99 cents for the premium economy membership per month. That's 99 cents. That is 3 cents per day. Or you can send a one-time super chat or super like. Support the channel to continue our travels and continue the channel. I don't, Aviation LAA. I do not. The Stars and Balls. I don't know what that livery is. Is that for JetBlue too? Grab some water here real quick. Ah, the United. Oh, that would be a good one. Okay, I know which one you're talking about now. Thanks for saying hi, Javier. Welcome into Salt Lake City. I promised everyone I would most likely be doing a pop-up stream today, so here we are on the west side. The mountains, this range is called the Ochre Mountain Range. To the east side is more the Wasatch, but these are the Ochre Mountains. So this is the south southwest side of the Salt Lake metro area. From Denver? Okay. Oh, look, they just decided to switch flow now. Now they're doing south flow. What the heck? They're just messing up my day left and right. Man. I'm like, okay, all of a sudden, brr, my scanner's dead, and I apologize. Otherwise, I probably would have known that. But now they're doing south flow. That's not cool. Because the terminal sits in the way of the runways. So you typically want arrivals coming in from the south. But now it looks like, according to everyone and ATC, they're going to be coming from the north in departures. I did not know that, Uncle Plane Guy. So if you're just tuning into the channel, don't be shy, say hi. Thanks for tuning in to Pip's Planespotting Live. So I'm checking on the patterns, of course, to see where everything is coming from. That doesn't make any sense. The winds are basically calm. That's weird. And they're supposed to switch to the north later on this afternoon, so I would have kept the same pattern. Yeah, I think I do remember the picnic table. I remember that much, for sure. So remember, Salt Lake City has 3 runways. 2 are on the east side. Sorry, Aviation LA will correct me. 3 commercial runways in the airport. 2 are on the east side. 1 is on the west side. So we're on the west side today. West side. All right, I'm going to create a poll in the community section today, and it's going to end at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Thanks everybody for watching and tuning in, liking and subscribing. My name's Pip. If you're new to the channel, don't be shy, say hi. Thanks everybody. But the question is, should I go to LAX or should I go back to Dallas? No, it's a little slow right now. And they just switched flows, so they're going to have departures fly right by us. Blickfang. So the question is, I'm creating a poll right now for you to vote on to see whether or not I should go to LAX or fly back to DFW. It's currently 10:47 here in Salt Lake. Go to LAX for the A380s. Skip, JFK is a great airport. I agree. Sven, what's happening? Welcome into Salt Lake City. Great to see ya. John says San Diego. That's a good one. I don't have any flights scheduled to San Diego, though. All right. Give me 1 second here. All right. I just posted it, so appreciate a vote. And it says either go to another airport or go to LAX. Yeah, it snows all the time, Uncle Plane Guy. It snows all the time in the winter. Yeah. Where do we get the? Where do you think we get this white stuff at the top of the mountain? It snows a lot in Salt Lake City. Sometimes a feet at a time. John says LAX. Well, I put the poll on the community section, so I'll be here until about 1 o'clock because I gotta get out of my hotel by 2. So I'll be here till about 1, go back and shower, and come to the airport. And maybe I'll just, if I don't go to LAX, I'll just do like an afternoon stream and then go to bed and catch my flight back home to Dallas. So 2 options is flying to Dallas tomorrow or flying to LAX tonight and coming back to Dallas on Wednesday night, late Wednesday night. So, yeah, so tough call. Uncle Plane Guy says LAX. Sven, great to see you. I know, right, Skating Banana? Mountain time is mountain time for you. Blick Fang says Dallas, going back to Dallas, the big D. Thanks everybody for tuning in. What kind of action we got going here? It's always nice to see mountains in the background. Yesterday's stream was pretty freaking awesome. Thanks everybody for tuning in. All right. All right, it looks like we've got Delta 2292, excuse me, from Salt Lake City to Denver just about to take off. So we'll see it fly right by. So we'll watch it pop up behind this terminal. I'll look for the tail. That's how you can see. Because you can barely see the tail above the terminal building, and then it'll shoot right out. The mountains here on the west, they're the mountains. I don't know about those mountains back there, but these mountains right here are called the Ochre Mountains. So all along this range are the Ochre Mountains, and then the mountains on the other side of the airport are the east, the Wasatch Mountains on the east side. Oh, here comes the A220. Headed off to Denver. Yeah, the whale. Some people call it the Wookiee. I call it the whale. Ooh. Follow that A220 around as it heads. So it's going to go right turn and then another right turn so it can cross over the mountain range and head over to Denver for, call it a buck, I'll say a $120 total flight from gate to gate. I'll go $120. Another A220 pushing back right now. I want to show you something pretty cool that I was watching yesterday when they block in. And we'll have to wait for our next block in. The front range, I can. I can. I probably will get back to Denver in the next 3 months, Skating Banana. Should I call it the front range? Is that the best term to call it? Is that nomenclature accurate? It goes, ooh. So it's kind of like a Wookiee, kind of like a whale. I think it sounds more like a whale. So that's the official sound. If you're just tuning in for the first time, no, I haven't lost my mind. That's just the official sound of the A220. Oh, nice, Uncle Plane Guy. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, so it looks like we're going to get an arrival from DFW on this side. So American 2178. So let's catch it. Hey, Craig Russell. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Good to see you on Pip's Planespotting Live, pop-up stream 176. Let's see if we can spot it. There is some cloud cover, and they are expecting some light showers later this afternoon. There it is. I see you. Gojo! Hey, hey! Greetings from Canada, from the beautiful city of Vancouver. Or unless you moved. So great to see you, Gojo. Welcome, welcome. What's happening, Josh Aldridge? Good afternoon to you. Good morning to me. It is 11 o'clock. Oh, nice, Gojo. Excellent. Vancouver, of course, is probably one of my favorite cities in the world. And one of my favorite airports to spot at. So this is American 2178. Inbound from DFW. Gedamino, hey, from Lithuania. Welcome to, great to see you back. Great to have you back. Pretty heavy today. Full flight on a Monday makes sense. Penn, what's up? I know Dallas is so crazy with the weather, and see, that's the other thing. I gotta look too and see if I can even get into Dallas tomorrow. So I may be forced to go to LAX. Come on, you 321. Let's go. Thanks, everybody, for being so friendly here on Pip's pop-up stream. Roger that, Josh. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the heavies typically come around 1 o'clock-ish, in the 1 o'clock hour, or between 5 and 7. So, yep. We got a Southwest about to rocket out. All right. Southwest 1794 headed to Houston Hobby. Thank you. Hey, Mike. La Crosse, Wisconsin. I was actually in Minneapolis a couple of weeks ago doing a live stream, Mike, so obviously La Crosse is awesome. I grew up in the Chicago area, and it's beautiful there in La Crosse. It wasn't too far down the road from La Crosse being in Minneapolis. Roger that. Thanks, everybody, for liking and subscribing. My name's Pip. We're on location here in Salt Lake City. It's nostalgic being back here because this is where I started my live streaming, was in Salt Lake City from February of 2023 to December of 2023 before I moved to DFW. So primarily stream in DFW, Love Field, and surrounding airports. Speaking of which, yep, I agree wholeheartedly. Cross is nice. Sitting right there on the Mississippi River. Mississippi River. You didn't catch the spelling. We'll just follow this for a bit. Kind of surprised they didn't send it over to the east side, and then it could have gone straight south and taken a left turn over Provo. So for you fine people who are just tuning in for the first time, this is episode 177 of Pip's Planespotting Live. We're here at Salt Lake City International Airport. This is home. This is a Delta hub, I should mention. So Delta runs about 75-80% of the traffic. There are 3 commercial runways that they have, and they're basically all north-south runways. 1 on this side, 2 on the east side. I encourage you all to check out yesterday's stream so you can see what the east side looks like, because downtown Salt Lake is on the east side. Oh, there is, huh? Roger that, Aviation LA. It's probably the Honolulu flight. I did catch that this morning, at least. Benjamin, good evening to you. Welcome in from Birmingham. Beautiful Birmingham, England. Great to see you. Great to meet you. And encourage everybody to like and subscribe so that way you'll know when and where we're broadcasting from next. And consider supporting the channel so we can go on trips and improve and educate as best we can. 16 left. User M. That would be a bit of a walk. Yesterday, we were monitoring runway 16 left and 34 right, as well as runway 35. So it'd be a bit of a challenge to get all the equipment over to the east side. Could I do it? Yes. Have I done it? Yes. But it's a bit of a cumbersome affair. Now, I will say, if I do come back to the airport for the afternoon, I'll probably just stream again. But thanks for tuning in. And there goes a 737-800. No, 900. Hey, Daniel, good morning. Old Milwaukee as well. Milwaukee. Nice sharp right turn there. Oh, it is an 800. Oh, and then right away, there you go, an 8220. Thank you, Aviation LA. I think I'm going to turn up the microphone, the shotgun mic, a little bit, make it a little bit louder. So give me 1 second here. There we go. Let me know if that sounds better or worse. Give you a little more audio. That it is, Karen. Beautiful Lake Michigan. No question. So it looks like we've got SkyWest 3772 headed to Vancouver. And then Delta 855 headed to Long Beach on 737-800 shortly here. So this is my full-time job. So I was a flight dispatcher for 5 years, and then was going to go to grad school, and then got super sick with COVID, and then got a new job working airport operations as an internship, and then that's over. So I'm just looking for a new gig. So this is what I'm doing full-time. So you'll see me streaming often from different airports. Yes, the old the copper pit, Josh. So that's actually on this side. Yep. So Rio Tinto has it used to be Geneva Rock, but then I think Rio Tinto bought it. There's a copper mine just on the south end of the valley. We could probably look at. What's up, Colin? Great to see you, my friend. So if we look real quick, you probably can't see the mine. Karen's undecided. That's a tough one. The mine is actually like back here in this area. So yeah, the copper mine is quite expansive, Josh. That's a great point. I see the arrival, Aviation LA. Good job. Thanks for giving me a heads up. I know there's an E175 and a 737-800 waiting before this arrival. Roger that, Gojo. I do love streaming from here. I tried to find a new job before I had to move. Oklahoma City, huh? Right in the heartland, right around Josh. So it'll taxi off, and then we'll probably have that, Vancouver departure. Another thing about Salt Lake City that this is a fairly new airport as far as it being reconstructed. So these terminals, Concourse A, which you see here, was initially finished, the first part, in 2020. They are still constructing part of Concourse B, the rest of Concourse B, and after that's finished, I think Salt Lake will have 90 gates total. So B, DC, Texas. What? Dave, what's happening, man? Great to see ya. How's it going, dude? I've been meaning to message you. But thank you so much for the message. But I was meaning to message you back there. I will. All right, here comes our 175 moving and grooving, headed to Vancouver, north of the border, headed to our friend Gojo Love. Yeah, no, it's understandable. I've been trying to stay fairly busy too. Arby's, that sounds fantastic. I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing, Skating Banana. off to Vancouver, Gojo Love. We'll see you in a couple hours. Off they go, and then our 737-800 should be next for departure. Actually, I like Arby's. Yeah, that is... so you mentioned that, Dave, and DC, Texas. Yeah, Salt Lake is fairly bumpy for a couple of reasons. First off, the mountains, which create the undulating air. So here comes Alaska. Craig, yeah, there are a lot of E175s here. Craig, this is probably where SkyWest does the most amount of flights, is here in Salt Lake City. Because they run basically all Delta, and then they actually have some American and United and even Alaska flights. What's up, Louie? Still a little bit of morning left here in Salt Lake City, about 46. No, doing the math. 47 minutes left until high noon. Great to see you, Louis, from Utrecht, the Netherlands. Thanks, everybody, tuning in. So, yeah, DC, you know this. The mountains create, like, the best way of turbulence, mountain wave turbulence. So it tends to be pretty bumpy when you're flying into Salt Lake and when you're flying out. All right, next departure is on the roll. Looks like a Delta. I did not look at the radar, apologies. But we do have a runway rolling down, runway 16 right, I believe. Or I thought I saw the tail moving. There it is. Another E175 about to pop up behind the building, from behind the building. Right now. Pasco, the Tri-Cities, Columbia River. So Pasco, Kennewick, and Richland. All right, sweet, Delta Alpha Lima. I look forward to it. Look forward to using it. Oh, hello. I was expecting it. Bozeman, huh? Bossman. One of my favorite cities, Bozeman. I actually would love to work at the airport in Bozeman. It's gorgeous out there. And Montana has no sales tax. And it's not too far from Yellowstone. So actually, we've done a live stream at Bozeman last summer. It was awesome. Yeah, remember everyone, Delta, Delta, Delta. This is a Delta hub. About 75–80% of the traffic is Delta, so don't be offended. I can't do anything about it. So yeah, let's see how the poll is doing. Let's see. 27 minutes ago. So it says yes, go to LAX, 62% of the vote. 38% of the vote say no, save your money and time. So it's still early on. I'm going to keep the poll rolling till about 4 o'clock because my flight doesn't take off till 6:30 tonight. Whoa, Hinzo39 joined Premium Economy for just 99 cents. And now you get the full coveted suite of emojis. Thank you so much, Hinzo. Appreciate your support. Thank you so much.
I survived because I know everything.
Oh, there's DFW. I'm looking for the Cessna right now, Dave. Yeah, it's just 99 cents to support the channel and get all the emojis for just 99 cents. The big 99. I think there is a United. Trying to catch it here. Or Frontier. Well, oh, there it is. Clouds don't want me to catch it, I guess. Thank you for the support. Blake, it's in the community section. It should be at the very top. So I'll send it to you. TW, what's up, man? Thank you, DW. Yeah, boring Salt Lake City. What? Come on now. It's beautiful out here. Hey, I keep writing them to tell them to bring more airlines to Salt Lake City. Yeah, I'll send the link for the quiz. Seattle. Are you saying I'm boring, DW? Because that could be true. Not. Oh. Dang phone autocorrect. Yeah, so let me send the community link here in just a second when it pops up. Oh, look at that. Good old E175. Thanks everybody for liking and subscribing. Don't be shy. Say hi. Smash that thumbs up and consider supporting the channel. Oh, now it's 50-50, just like that. Turned my back. It's now 50-50. TW, this is hilarious. I love it, man. There's a E175 from Phoenix. Oh, man. Oh, you're saying good morning? And you ended up with I'm boring? From San Diego, right there. E175. I love it, DW. Yep, SkyWest. Horizon also will fly the E-175s out here too. So it is 11:21 local time here at Salt Lake City International Airport. Welcome into Pip's Pop-Up Stream, episode 1. What are we, 177? Yeah, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go back to the hotel, shower, and get out of there. I'm going to come back to the airport. I'm going to get something to eat. And then one of 3 things is going to happen. I'm going to either stream from inside the airport and do a people stream before I catch my flight to LAX, or I'm going to come back here, go to the east side and stream from there, and then fly back to Dallas tomorrow. So I guess that's technically only 2 things. But one of those 2 things is going to happen. Roger that. I am waiting. Aviation LA. Helena, Montana. And it looks like we got an arrival too. Southwest 4513, 737-700 from Sacramento. As this one goes off to Helena. Hey! YVT. Is that Victoria? Gojo Love? Oh, YVR. Okay. Well, yeah, I would love to go to Vancouver. So, the biggest challenge, Gojo, is probably I would want to look at staying in like Bellingham, Washington, if I was going to do a live stream at Vancouver. Dino, what's happening? There's our 737 from Southwest Airlines. I'm definitely on board with getting out to Vancouver, Gojo. Delta Alpha Lima. So this 737. Great to see you, Dino. Yeah, because Gojo, as you know, Vancouver can be pretty expensive in the summertime to stay at a hotel. For good reason. I mean, Vancouver's a great city to be at during the summertime. The catch is the hotels are a little more pricey. Same with Calgary, too. Now, if you go like in the winter or fall, they're kind of affordable then. Especially Calgary, because the wind's blowing so hard. And the the wind chill's like minus, I don't know, 10 Celsius, or just some awful figure. Yeah, it did. Yep, Gojo. I had a nice, the people in Vancouver are some of the friendliest people I've ever met. But I had a nice chat. We were spotting with father and son as we get this departure right here from Delta on A321. Yeah, but we were chatting with him in Vancouver, and his son was there, and they were doing some spotting. He was telling me it's like there's no housing, and everything's like at least $1 million. So I feel for you guys up in Vancouver. I mean, it's a beautiful city, absolutely, but yeah, is it pricey? And man, trying to commute around Vancouver, that traffic is rough. So that's why I would probably stay Bellingham and probably drive like really early in the morning, like 5, so I would miss the morning commute from into Vancouver. Or I'd do it on like a Sunday when not many people are working. So, roger that, Aviation LAA. If you're just tuning in, this is Salt Lake City International Airport in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're on the west side of the airport today. Yesterday we were streaming from the east side. And thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you take a moment to subscribe if you're new. And sure to appreciate a thumbs up button whenever you get a chance. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can send a super chat, super like for as little as 99 cents, or join Premium Economy as Hanzo39 did for just 99 cents. Or you can join Ultimate Economy. Yeah, Louis, I know. We still had a little bit on the tops of the mountains, but for sure, we still have a little bit of snow left. So that's why I wanted to make sure and come in June, because by July it'll be gone. You check out this A321 blocking out here. Yep, go Joe, that's exactly right. Whoa, Henzo gifted 1 membership. Thank you so much. DW, congratulations on the membership. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there's no question the mountains look fantastic in the winter. Thank you, Enzo39. Very generous of you. Going to Newark. So the most common planes you'll see here in Salt Lake City are the 737-900 from Delta, the E-175 from Delta Connection, and probably the A220. Those are probably the most common planes you'll see here. 737 is one of the most common, the 900 variant. Oh, that is a very light flight, but it's also the baby bus, so that's got better performance, but still, dang, that took off in a hurry. Ah, yes, I do. Thank you for that, Aviation LAA. Keeping me honest. I do. I do. Been on a keto diet? Yeah. That's right, David. Thank you, Enzo39. And then we've got an arrival too. Just busy. Wait, where is it? No. Yep. It's snuck behind the terminal. Just in time. I know. Can't keep up with all this action. All right, there's an A220 that's just blocked out. United, fairly heavy. 900 variant. Jose, good to see you from Oregon. Origato. From Oregon. You know, if they all work together, that probably could be accomplished, DW. I agree with you wholeheartedly. A rotating schedule. Chi-Town. Oh, it's 800? Dang, it fooled me with the scimitar winglets. But you're right. Brasil, Alexandre. Brasil, bem-vindo a programa. Boa tarde. Yeah, it's West Yellowstone. It's like on the south end. I've actually driven by the airport. They're actually undergoing construction. They are, on the south end of Yellowstone. So I think the runway's like 8,400 feet, but it's also fairly high up there. E175. Thanks so much for everybody tuning in. All right, so our next arrivals from Atlanta on an A321, and then we get a host of departures just holding short of runway 16 right. There's the Atlanta arrival right there. Gavin, what's up? Another day of fun employment. I'll take that term and run with it, Gavin. A321 just landing from the ATL. Oh, Gavin, you're so honest. Good old Sal. Sal's my buddy. Sal does a good job, and I'm thrilled he got his monetization back because that was whack. That was ridiculous. All right, looks like our next departure is rolling down the runway, going to FAT. Fresno Air Terminal, California on an E175. Raina, hey, got back from your riding lesson. It was great. That's wonderful to hear, Raina. Happy Monday to you, and happy Monday to everyone. This airplane is taking off to Fresno, California. Goodbye. Oh, nice. Very good. That's what I like to hear. Aviation LAA. Portland, Oregon, heading out to our friend Jose. Yeah, I know. We're almost out of snow, DW. I know. Yep, it's true. It is that time of year. Summertime. DC, David, I typically go to the parking garage. It is parking garage C. Of course, there's also A and B. Well, you can go to A or B, which will cover the south runway, 13 right, 31 left, or you can go to parking garage C and get 13 left, 31 right. Michael Walker, good afternoon. Tom Marchant, two great moderators joining the chat. Hope you guys are well. So yeah, I would say you can go to, Sky Team. I didn't realize it was next Aviation LAA, sorry. Taking a break from work. Awesome, Tom. Make that money, man. Sky Team is the Alliance. The Alliance, Airline Alliance Sky Team. So yeah, between Delta, KLM, Korean Air, Air France. I mean, Give me a second. I got to send a message to a friend.
Well, isn't that special?
Yeah, so David, I would say that either one of the parking garages is fantastic. They get different runways. So runway 13 right is about 1,000 feet longer than 13 left. But they still have, more of the corporate jets land on 13 left because more of the FBOs are there. So you might get a little more variety. Either way, it's a win-win. Parking's for 2 to 5 hours, I believe it's $10, and then after that it goes up to 13, and then a whole day is 16 on C. Hey, ciao Sylvia. Buongiorno. Oh, where's Robert Miner to check out a Sacramento departure? Catching those right turns with those mountaintops. Dingy, what's up? Great to see you. Welcome in. Oh, nice, Delta. That would make sense. I hope you did. Purr, what's happening? Hello, Salt Lake City. Welcome in. Thanks, everyone, for liking and subscribing. That's right, DC. Matching leather jackets. Michael, the question of questions. Great question. No, I have not decided. I actually have a poll going on, and then I'm going to take some of that feedback and make a decision, Michael. So, yeah, it's a tough one. Because LA is not cheap, but LA is fun. So one of two things is going to happen, Michael. I'm either going to leave Salt Lake City tomorrow morning at 5:30 and head back to Dallas, or I am going to fly to LAX, hopefully on JetBlue. Well, when I say hopefully, they're on time. On LAX at 6:30 tonight. So those are two options. There's a poll going on in the community section right now that you can vote on. Oh, is it going to be hot in LA too? I'll have to take a look at the weather, Andy. Thanks for letting me know. What's up, Mark? Flight was about 2.5 hours. So yeah, it's a tough one. I definitely will have to look at the weather. In fact, let me look at the weather right now. Thank you for that, Andy. So that's the options. I'm either going to fly out of Salt Lake City early tomorrow morning, and I'm going to stream here later tonight, or I am going to fly to LAX tonight and be there till Wednesday night. So it's tough. I can't decide. So let me look at the weather, actually. Give me just a second here, folks. Thank you, Jose. All right, sounds good, Karen. I see it. There's that whale, the A220, leaping into action. Going to Spokane, the whale, in the house. Kilo Foxtrot Sierra Delta. Your multiple personalities. All right, I'm going to have to stop for a second. Well, I'm going to look down at my phone, so I'm going to miss the departure arrival. Not too bad at LA. Mid 70s, almost 80. So that's not too bad, and doesn't look like any precip. Roger that. Another departure. Looks like an A321. Looks like a full flight today. That was pretty heavy. Philadelphia, PHL. Awesome, Michael Walker. 106 likes. Thanks, everybody, for liking and subscribing. Everybody tuning in on the pop-up stream. It's great to have you on board. Oh, blocking in. Yeah, I see it. Aviation LA. The problem is that the bridge is blocking it, so I can't see it as we check out this A220-300. It's a good suggestion, Mark. A lot of people, AJD's also suggested Philly. That's an American hub, of course, but it gets a lot of the international arrivals, so a lot of Dreamliner and action out there. Going to San Jose. Do you know the way to San Jose Aviation LAA? The whale again. Okay, quick question. What are the 3 American airlines that fly the A220? Ready, go. It's a fairly easy one, but let's see how you know your trivia. What are the 3 airlines that fly the A220 in the United States that are U.S. airlines? Tom voted on the poll. United E175. Oh yeah, I see it just landed there with its little tail. Aviation LAA says Delta, Breeze, and JetBlue. Thank you, Go Joe. Adrian says Breeze. Breeze is one of them. Delta, excellent, Adrian. Travis, what up? Great to see ya. And Adrian says JetBlue. Michael says Delta, JetBlue, and Breeze. So you folks, great answers. A lot of great work, folks. And the correct answer, yes, is Breeze, is Delta, and is JetBlue. Now here's a trick question for you. How many of those airlines that have the A220, how many of those airlines operate the A220-100 variant, the smaller of the two? So here's a trick question. How many airlines operate the A220-100 variant of the 3 that we just named, Delta, JetBlue, and Breeze? Ooh. Just Breeze, the A22100. Aviation LAA says Delta. Adrian Bishop says Breeze. Michael says Delta. Kilo Foxtrot Sierra Delta says Delta. The correct answer is just Delta. That is correct. Delta is the only one. They were the U.S. launch customer for the A220-100. And they're the only ones who operate the A220-100. JetBlue and Breeze only operate the 220-300 variant. So good job, guys and gals. Here to entertain and also educate, of course. So Delta is the only one. Thanks for everybody voting in the poll. So right now, this poll will go to around 4 o'clock today. So you have another 4 hours to vote in the poll. And already got a lot of votes. And it's very, very close. So yeah, it's just Delta that does the A220-100s. But of course they do the A220-300s. But JetBlue and Breeze are only A220-300 variants. So yeah, the poll right now, the votes are 53% says go to LAX, 47% says don't go to LAX and save your time and money. Ooh, this is a tough one. I may have to go to like a totally different airport. Like, you know what? I've decided I'm going to Fargo, North Dakota. Hi, Logan Z. How's it going? Great to see you. Air Canada, yeah, is the one that operates the A220, correct. You know, Michael, I love Mobile. Airbus is pretty cool. I got kicked out once because I was taking photos. I was using my lens and I was sticking the lens inside the fence. You know how most fences have little holes. I don't know what you call those, but I would stick my lens inside the fence and take photos in the hangars. And he's like, the security came out. He's like, yeah, you can't do that. But if you want, you can go to the runway and take pictures of them. So they're pretty cool. And I even said I was from Breeze, which I was, and I showed him my ID, and he's like, yeah, you still can't do that. So they're very protective. Like Boeing, I've been kicked out of. Airbus, I've been kicked out of. Who's next? Is it Embraer that I get kicked out of too? Dave says go to MKE. I actually really like MKE, Dave, and there's, if you know MKE, there's a giant grass hill on the north end of General Mitchell. And if you can either get strong south or north winds, ATC, it works perfectly for spotting there. All right, thanks, Jose, for the update. And I know I told some of you earlier today or yesterday. I know, Craig, Chicago's actually where I'm from, so I could stay at my sister's house. The problem is I didn't have the best of luck streaming there last year. So I will probably, what I'll end up doing, I'm debating, is go to Chicago in July and then drive up to Oshkosh for EA Adventure. So that's 50-50 right now. I know Oshkosh, Wisconsin is a mess, but I'm thinking Chicago in July timeframe. I know, ERB's got to be there. Maybe he can get me in. You know, Michael, he worked for the government or the World Trade Organization, I believe, so he probably has some connections. So might have to talk to him. Yeah, no rain is a good thing. Speaking of that. So yeah, I'm going to go back in a little while back to the hotel, so I have to check out. And then from there, I'll either be people spotting inside the terminal or just hanging out. Sorry. I got distracted, or I'll be doing a live stream from here in the afternoon. Carolina Aviation is actually streamed from Charlotte Douglas, but that's a fur piece from Dallas. So I don't know. Pip from England is here. What's up, Pip? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. And thank you to everybody who's just tuned in. If you are shy, don't forget to say hi. We love meeting new people. And we're here at Salt Lake City. Yep, Tom. It's 2 pips. It is true. Yeah, SeaTac is very busy, Gojo. If they actually had... so we did a live stream from Boeing Field. We did a live stream from Payne Field up in Seattle. And Seattle, SeaTac's usually the tough one to do a live stream at because there's not a lot of great areas. The airport's kind of built on a mesa. So unless you are on top of a mountain or something, it can be difficult. Eugene. Sky Harbor's about, as the crow flies, about 600 nautical miles, Mark. So I'd say you could get down there in about an hour and a half. 2 pips in a pond, that's right. Oh, look, just like that. Whoops. Another one. Oh, you know what, Dave? Yes, I do have a shot of Mount Rainier. I'm going to have to post that video. It is of the 777X with Mount Rainier in the background. Now, it is a little hazy, but if you look back I'll have to repost that because it's pretty dope. It's one of the rare days where you can actually see Mount Rainier. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, Gojo. I kind of wish SeaTac would, like, with all the construction they be doing, I would hope that they, would be a little more friendly. Yeah, actually, true, Wasatch Range, but also AJD on this side. We're on the west side of the airport today. It's actually called the Ochre Mountains. Sun Valley, Idaho. That's true, Michael. They do have a school of whales. Yeah, so Payne Field is actually the airfield in Everett, Delta Alpha Lima. So we have done a stream from there. Tom. All right, well, Logan, be careful. Don't get in the water. Tom asks, are there good spots in Vegas to stream? Yes. Yeah, Vegas is pretty cool. Pretty easy. Oh, how about we'll do the top 5 in the U.S.? How about we specify the top 5 that are free? Because, like, JFK, if you want to go to the TWA hotel, you have to pay like $50 just to swim. So let's say free. See you, Logan. So Mark, the top 5 that are free. LAX is one, of course. I mean, you can hang out at the park across the street from the In-N-Out all day. That's a good one. I mean, here at Salt Lake City, if you take the train, if you take tracks, So I guess that technically costs money. But otherwise, if your mom drops you off at the airport here, you can just hang out at the parking garage all day. But I won't include Salt Lake City just because if you have to pay for a train ticket. No, I will. I'll say Salt Lake. So LA, Salt Lake, LAX, Salt Lake, DFW, because Founders Plaza is right there, right near the runway. Fargo is free, yep. Yeah, Christian, you missed a ton of ops. The airport operations closed the runway for an hour to do an inspection. So from 4:30 to 5:30 yesterday, the runway was closed. Vancouver, yeah, okay. Vancouver, but that's just out of the United States. Miami or Chicago? The problem, Miami's pretty good. Yeah, I'll go Miami. You don't have to pay anything. And there's like a little area that everybody comes to. So yeah, sure, I'll go Miami. So that's 4, Salt Lake City, Dallas, LAX, Miami. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go a little bit different route. This is just to be different because it's tough to pick just 5. But I'll say Boston because Boston, they're across the harbor. There's actually just a regular park where you can just swing and play basketball like a regular city park in Winthrop, Massachusetts. Plus, some of the houses literally sit right on the harbor, like across the harbor. So there's a street, and then there's like a little gravel, and then you're in the harbor. So I'll say Boston, Dallas, LAX, DFW, and Salt Lake in the United States. So they'll be a little bit different. Midway's pretty good too. Yeah, Midway. Yeah, if you can get on the rental parking garage or whatever, the other parking garage, it is pretty good. Orlando, they can kind of be picky. In fact, they sent out I think it was like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, they sent out a memo of specific places that spotters are allowed and where they're not allowed. So they can kind of be persnickety. Thanks, Karen. Well, I'm not disagreeing that Fargo isn't great. They do come up close. There's just not a lot of traffic. They're all coming to the United States, Dave. It is that time. Oh, and there's another departure, back to back to back. Pocatello. Cynthia, when I was there, this is only based on my experience. When I was there, I was just at the park, and when you're on the when they use like runway 9, I think, or maybe it's 27, runway 27, yeah, I was just parked there at the park. I'm not aware. I'll have to research that if I do go to Boston. But when I was there, I was in the neighborhood at the neighborhood park, and I was literally just sitting in the car at the park, just hanging out. So I guess I should probably put that as a caveat, is that certain runways are better than others. So, Craig. John Wayne is not the best. Ontario, not the best. No. Definitely would not give. No. Kenya for 2 weeks, Pip. Heck yeah. Nairobi? All right. Do they have a live stream for Nairobi, Pip? Oh, yeah, San Francisco. After all my bad experience with live streaming, Michael, I definitely forgot about San Francisco. All right, so fair enough. San Francisco is pretty dang good, too. So I'll put that as 5A. Medford, Oregon. Oh, Cynthia, Savannah. I would love to go to Savannah with you. The Gulfstream factory's there. And Savannah has a pretty good variety. All right, so Michael, 5A is San Francisco. Well, he asked me to give 5. I'm like, how can I just give 5? It's a tough one. Oh, and yeah, Minneapolis too, so that's 5B. See? I just have to put my foot down somewhere. So I'm sticking with my 5 of Los Angeles, Salt Lake, Boston, DFW. What was the other one? I can't remember. See, I can't win. That would be fun. What's up, Fareed? Great to see ya. Travis, so Newark. I did do a spotting video there. But I had to get a better view, I had to go into the parking, long-term parking, and that was like $16. And that was when you have arrivals from the north. So if you have arrivals from the south, I think there's a parking garage at the mall that you can go to and have a good view. But I haven't checked it out. I only went to Newark one day while I was on Long Island because obviously traffic. So I'll just say incomplete on Newark. Philly's pretty good. So yeah, Philly's pretty good. San Francisco obviously is really good. I just didn't have much luck with my Wi-Fi connection. It was kind of like the airport's like a dead zone next to the water. Sal told me to get AT&T. So if I do San Francisco again, I'm going to get AT&T as a alternate Wi-Fi source. So that's the other thing. Name the top 7 I won't go. Go, Mark, you're making me work. You know, Tom, we've talked, Caroline and I have talked back and forth. So we're still planning on going to DCA and Washington, D.C. the last week of June. And I've told him that I would compromise and come down there to Raleigh. Or he can come up to D.C. and we can do like a super stream. But he hasn't committed to anything yet. So, and that's fine because, I mean, he's working full time and he has kids and a wife. So we've talked about it several times. Yeah, Seattle's not the best. Awesome, Christian. Good. Good. Yeah, I was like, I literally said, where's Christian? I've got ops action. Tom Marchant, $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Tom, for your contribution. You're a very generous man and a fantastic moderator. Thank you, Tom. Every little bit helps, and thanks everybody else who supported the channel. Hinzo39 gifting memberships. Very much thank you, Miss Wolves, renewing her membership. And remember, premium economy just starts out at 99 cents. But you can also send a one-time support via Super Chat, Super Like. Whoa, Michael Walker. My tip, not to go to LAX or go somewhere else. See, now you're just bribing me, man. Now I feel bad. Like, if I go to LAX, I'm going to lose your support. This has put me in a difficult situation. Streamly, how's it going? Oh, dang, from Ensign Peak? Oh, shoot. Yeah, or Streamly, if you... you could do it from up by the Primary Children's Medical Center. If you could get up there, Ensign Peak would be a lot closer. So that's a possibility. I never have, funny, I've done almost 10 months of streaming in Salt Lake City and never went up to Ensign Peak. Dang it, Michael. I'm going to have to give this back. I don't know if I can... This is like corrupt politician stuff. Dang. Does anybody else want to cancel out Michael's contribution with like a £6 or a $6 super chat? So thank you very much, Michael, by the way. Christian, $1.99 super chat. Thanks for the continued ops action. We'll see you later. Thank you very much, Christian. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. You are welcome, Christian. I was excited that they were working hard yesterday for you. A319, the baby bus. Let's see where it's going. Let us see where it's going. Oh, the wing walkers, all right. Ooh, let's see if I can get that sign. I think they're going right over here to Alpha 10. Uh-oh, battery change, stand by. Oh, remember yesterday? We had like the battery going for like 10 minutes. Don't worry, I have a backup battery. No worries, Gojo. Yeah, the low battery signal. It is. Battery troubles. All right, so we'll let this sucker block in, and then we will change up the battery. What about Gojo? Can you send me a loonie or a toonie? Because I just love the names of the loonies and the toonies. Just a Canadian coin. There you go. You get to start out. Yeah. All right, they are blocked in now. I will switch up the batteries here. I have not given the aviation word of the day yet, Tom, but thank you for keeping me honest as I change out, whoops, the batteries, and it falls to the floor. So stand by, and I will give you an aviation word of the day. Sure. Oh, Michael, here we go. Yep. Yeah, this is the west side of Salt Lake City International Airport. Thank you, Fareed. There it is. So yeah, I do like the sightlines too of Salt Lake City. Ivan from Brazil, bem-vindo a programa. Boa tarde. All right, stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to Henzo39. Thank you to Miss Wolves. Thank you to Michael Walker, Tom Marchant for your contributions. Really appreciate you. And you're always welcome, all of you. I invite you to join the Premium Economy Club for just 99 cents. You get the full coveted suite of emojis and special attention. Or you can send a one-time super chat or super like to support the channel for as low as 99 cents. All right, so Tom asked, what's the aviation word of the day? And thanks everybody for liking and subscribing. Wonderful to see everybody here. Let us go with, I tell you what, the word of the day is sharklet. The aviation word of the day is sharklet. Anybody know what a sharklet is? $117, even better. So if I do another live stream here from Salt Lake City tonight, it'll probably be maybe 4 or 5 o'clock, so give the batteries time to charge. Just FYI. Baby sharklet, dude. Tom. Well done, sir. All right, so sharklets. A sharklet. All right, I want you to look very closely at the end of the wing there on that A319. You guys see that kind of like sharklet? See how the fin is kind of designed like a shark? That's right. Joe, good to see you, bud. And Joe is right. So that, on that A319, is a sharklet. Now, it's basically the easiest way I can explain it is certain models of the Airbus, the typically, not always, but typically the older models of the sharklets of the Airbus, the older models of the Airbuses, excuse me, may have what are called sharklets. So that little design tip, right, is their version of a winglet. So right on the end of the wing, you've got like that 2-tiered blue tip with the little shark tip, what's called sharklet, right, with a shark fin. That is a sharklet. So you'll see that specifically on older Airbus models, but it is basically the same thing as a winglet you might see on other Airbuses or on Embraers or Boeing. But the sharklet is specifically specific to an Airbus. That's right, Colin. So like on this E175 that's taking off, you have a more conventional winglet, right? So that's still a winglet as opposed to a sharklet. And winglets and sharklets, they do the same thing, but it's important to note the differentiation. So like the older Airbuses will have sharklets, whereas newer aircraft are more of a winglet or a scimitar winglet, or yeah. So that is your aviation word of the day, sharklet. Good job, everyone. Every day we're getting a little bit more educational and smarter. Joe says negative. That's the wingtip fence. The sharklet is the newer generation winglet. Sharklet is when you see an A320. No, these are called sharklets, dude. Killing me, Smalls. I say negative. No, because the newer ones have the winglets. Dude, all right, fine. Joe disagrees with me. I've always known them as sharklets because they're on the older wingtips, and he's probably right, and especially since Joe is still in the aviation world. But on the newer ones, all right. I'll Google your mom. So take that, Joe. But regardless, they are specific to the Airbus. So Joe says they're newer. So I probably should trust Joe because he's still in the airline business and I'm unemployed. But the explanation is accurate. I am Googling A320 sharklet right now. Shark attack indeed. All right. They are slapping bigger ones too. That is true, Cynthia. So the other ones, like the winglets, and then the newer ones for Boeing and the Maxes, at least for the Maxes, have the scimitar, which is like kind of a double sword style. Like you see, these are scimitar winglets right there. So they're kind of a two-tone sword style. But we did some research. Fenced wingtip and sharklet new. All right, so we got a captain. All right. See, this is why I said you better trust Joe, because I've been out. I'm going to fire First Officer Mark. In fact, I said similar. So this is a 900. You think so, Aviation LAA? I hope so. Joe knows Maxes. So where is this CRJ 900 going? Is it, oh, taxi in here. Oh. But the word is sharklet. Hey, Tom, thanks for the support. As always, appreciate you. We'll see you later. Back to work. Also, Joe, I Googled your mom, too. So, boom, roasted. 2 for 1. Sharklet and your mom. Anytime you... No, dude, CRJs, I don't think I've ever seen Boise with a CRJ. I've seen A220s go there. I've seen even an A321. Never in my 10 months of spotting out here, I've seen a CRJ 900. That's like the St. George non-rev special. You know, Dave, they used to do that, right, with the old MD-80s. That's no longer really a thing, I think, because of safety reasons. Just a backwards reverse. I think there were certain stipulations where Envoy could do it with their 145s or 140s, but it was very specific. I never encountered it. What's up, Patrick Lloyd? Theus. Greetings, greetings. Cheers. From American 737-800. I believe this came in from Chicago. Is that right, folks? The DC-9s, that would also make sense, Joe. That would also make sense. The rear-mounted engines, yeah. Yeah, it was very specific. I don't know, Joe, if Endeavor allowed that as well. But there was like only 1 or 2 situations where it was acceptable. My phone died. Well, my phone's dead, so I'll have to take your word for it, Aviation LAA. So, whoops, not that. Absolutely not allowed in Endeavor. Checking one thing here. Since my phone is dead, I'm going to my computer here. See what we're looking at. All right, so Southwest. All right, there's our JetBlue 801, the NYPD livery. We'll find out here in just a few minutes. Aviation LAA. Our next arrival looks like it's a 737 from Denver. And we'll see where JetBlue goes. So Aviation LAA and everybody else, keep me up to date since my phone is dead. Yes, I can. That's why I was like wondering, oh, is it possible? Is it possible, Joe? We do have a go around. I was looking for it. Thanks, Aviation LAA. Nope, it's a little bit to the right. There it is. You can barely make it out there in the gray clouds. Yeah. There it is. Maybe that's the JetBlue, too. You can kind of see it. Thank you, Aviation LA. I was looking for it, and then all of a sudden I heard a... Captain John says you should go to SRQ in the future. It's great for spotting. Yeah, and Captain John, I know they're building a new overlook area or redoing the overlook area in Sarasota. So yeah, I heard about that too. So for sure. So I could do Tampa and Sarasota. 'Cause Sarasota is what, 90 miles, less than that from Tampa? Lunchtime with the Coke Z and barbecue Doritos. Is that it? That's the lunch of champions? Okay, 90 minutes. So that sounds about right, Captain. Thank Captain John. All right, Aviation LA, thanks for the heads up. Where is this guy going? All right, perfect. He's going to A14. This is good. This is exactly what I wanted to show you. See if it does it here. That screen right there, it's gonna manually, the new technology, this is great. It's kind of like what you would see at JFK too. Man, Robert Smith, nice. So watch that screen. It's going to automatically tell the captain when to stop. It should. Boom, right there. It says stop right there. So that's technology. And then it says okay. Pretty cool. And I'm starting to get some raindrops here. But I wanted to show you that. And then it says pilots set brakes on there. So it's some of the new technology they are using here at the Delta gates on the Concourse A. Yes, it is, AJD. To me, I think it falls under that umbrella, but it's specific to the Airbus. Ah, see? Aviation. It scammed us, huh? Telling you, man. All right. So I'm glad I was able to show that to you because that was something I was watching yesterday that I've never noticed before here at Salt Lake City, I don't think. And I know it's been around for a while. I just haven't noticed it. So I'm glad I was able to show that to you. Yeah, exactly. Looks like the wind's picking up. So that's interesting. might get Delta 2347 from Santa Ana on the 220. Yeah, the auto marshal is pretty cool, for sure. Thank you. I was trying to think of a word to call it. Thank you, Captain John. So again, here's what's going to happen. One of two options is going to happen. I'm going to go to the hotel, shower, come back to the airport. I'll either charge the batteries for a couple hours and then stream from the parking garage again. Or I'll check in for my JetBlue flight to Los Angeles and do some people spotting in the terminal. So my flight takes off around 6:30-ish. All right, Delta Alpha Lima, take care. And Sharklet a baby. Yeah, exactly. Tom said the same thing, AJD. And we'll go from there. So again, vote in the poll. It's very neck and neck. It's very I don't know what to do. All I know is that I'm going to have to spend at least another night somewhere. At least one more night. Thanks everybody for liking and subscribing. If you're just tuning in, appreciate all of you. Means a lot, and so nice meeting all bunch of new people. Glad to bring Salt Lake City to you. Yeah, let's see. I'm checking out to see who is voted, what the vote is. Should I go to LAX or should I go and save my money for another airport in the future? Oh dang! Look at that. Now it says no. Save your time and money for another airport is now at 56%, where LAX is now just at 44%. Whoa! How about that? I didn't think that. Wow! A stunning turn of events, as a play-by-play broadcaster would say. Milkman, great to see you. Welcome in. A stunning turn of events. Wow. How about that? It's going to be a tough call. I'm not going to lie. It is going to be a tough call. Bribery is how the world works. Yeah, that's factually accurate. That is factually accurate, AJD. I don't know. It's going to rain, I think, this afternoon. Maybe I won't stream. Now the wind's really started to kick up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do need to get back to the hotel. So I need to pack up and try and catch the shuttle. So I am going to say ta-ta for now. But thank you so much for everybody tuning in. My phone's dead, so I can't play my outro music. But thank you so much for the contributions of Tom, Michael Walker, Enzo39, Cynthia, many others. Salt Lake has been awesome. I will talk to you guys later regardless and give you an update. Remember, the poll goes to about 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So you have about 3.5 hours to vote before we make our final call. But thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. It's been a fantastic stream. I've learned a lot, of course, and I hope everybody else has, too, and been entertained here at Salt Lake City and Pip's Planespotting Live. Thank you, Miss Wolves. We'll see you guys all again. We'll talk to you later. Take care, everyone. See you. Thanks, Gojo. Thanks, Louie. Thank you. See ya. Thanks, Joe. See ya. Later, everyone.